Hello guys and happy, what's today, Sunday to all your sunshiny faces. Weird because we haven't had a football game today and we normally have football games on Sunday. Yesterday was the only day we had a Saturday football game. But guys, I'm making the freezer meals, which is 12 freezer meals, which will serve us for the next 3 weeks, because I don't cook on the weekends and Friday. So because Friday we're normally at Matthew's football game, and then the weekends are kind of like hit or miss weather depending on what's going on. So I only cook Monday through Thursday. And so so that's 4 freezer meals a week, and this is for 12, so it's for 3 weeks. So this was actually the recipe I think I was telling you guys about yesterday or a few days ago. It's from this website. I have it on my iPad. It's Graceful Little Honeybees, and this was the one. So that's basically all the stuff. And it's about, honestly, I figured it was about $60. She had hers roughly at about $50, and I think everything in total was under $60 combined. I also had to run out and get some aluminum foil because we didn't have aluminum foil. We also were out of freezer bags too, so that was an added thing, I guess, kind of added to the list. And then also I got this at the Dollar Tree, and then also the aluminum pans at the Dollar Tree too, because I need 4 for the pasta stuff. And then also what she doesn't have on the list is the instant rice, so I got some of that too. So everything in total with the chicken breast too, I'll show you guys all of that stuff, plus also the chicken breast, which is out in the freezer. It's 3-pound bags of chicken breast, so 9 pounds of chicken breast in total, all for under $60. And like I said, this will feed us for 3 weeks, so that's pretty awesome. Again, though, it doesn't really include side dishes, but like you could easily do just some like steamed vegetables alongside with it. And like for the what's the one, the teriyaki chicken, yeah, teriyaki chicken, that one you could do it over the rice anyway, so it's kind of like a complete meal. The only thing that I didn't buy, which I already had, was a bottle of barbecue sauce, which is up in my cabinet, actually up in here. And then I'm going to use one of these marinade teriyaki sauces, and then I have a thing of barbecue sauce further in the back. And then also too, we have tons of what's it called, taco seasoning, because I bought like a ton of them like a while ago, and so we keep all of our taco seasoning in here, which this is on the outside of the thing. I don't know what it was, like a cake or something like that exploded. And so that was that's all of our taco seasoning, so that I didn't have to buy. And then also the barbecue sauce and the teriyaki sauce I didn't have to buy either. I think we might have teriyaki sauce too in there, maybe, I'm not sure, but all of that I didn't have to buy those 3 items. Everything else I bought, and it probably too, including the 1 bottle of barbecue sauce, the 1 thing of teriyaki sauce, and the taco seasoning is probably everything all under $60. Like I said, including the aluminum foil and the pans and the bags too, since it's freezer meals, you freeze them in the bags. And the reason I just decided to do like lasagna pans for the pasta stuff is because it's easier. You can just stick it right in there then, and you don't have to worry about like cleanup or anything like that. So they had 2 packs at the dollar store for $1 each, so I paid $2 for that, and then $1 for the aluminum foil as well. So I'm gonna start on that. And then also too, guys, I'm gonna make homemade ice cream probably tonight as well in the KitchenAid mixer. So it's just, I'm using 2 pints, I think it is, of the heavy whipping cream, and then 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Yeah, it's 1 pint. So 2 pints in total of heavy whipping cream and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. If you like your ice cream sweeter, you can use 1 can and 1 pint. But everybody, when I was reading the video I was watching, said that 1 can to 1 pint makes it very sweet. And so I was like, well, I don't want to make it really sweet and then not be able to eat it. If there's a problem, you can always sweeten it up a little bit, no big deal. But if it's too sweet, you can't really do anything about it. So I'm just doing 2 pints and 1 can, and that's literally all you need. And then I think I'm going to make it chocolate chip, so I'll just add some chocolate chips that we have. So that is what I'm making in total for today. So this says it should take about 2 hours. So it's 6 o'clock. I'm probably going to be done by like 8 o'clock tonight. But I don't know, because it could be faster than that too. Really, the only thing I have to do is like cut up the stuff and then just open the cans, basically pour the stuff in. It shouldn't be that long. It's just like the macaroni and stuff like that I have to cook. So that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, guys, 2 things I forgot, or 3 things I guess I forgot that we also needed was tomato sauce. We already had some. I have like tons of tomato sauce. It called for garlic cloves. I always, whenever it says garlic cloves, I always substitute chopped garlic and brown sugar, which we have, like, we have this and 2 full bags of brown sugar. And then I think we have 1 full thing of this left. So I didn't need to buy that or tomato sauce, which I think I have like probably 12 more little things of tomato sauce. Stop. It's not funny. And then too, guys, for this, I don't even remember where I saw this, but if you take a picture, and I labeled all these, and then also with the cook time, either if you want to do them on high or low, so like label them so you guys can see here. I already did that, and then you can just leave it in like the pitcher and fill it up, and it makes it a lot easier so it's not spilling all over the place. Because one time I almost had that problem. The thing, I literally caught it before it like slipped over, because it was like perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden it got heavy and it went like that. And so I saw that and I was like, oh, that's so smart, because they actually have a thing where you can, it holds the bag, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But I was like, that's kind of, I mean, it was like $6 or something on Amazon. It wasn't like super expensive, I remember. I don't really know, probably $6, $10 or something. But you can use one of these. It's a lot. If you already have one, you're not paying any extra money, especially if you use it more often. So like, that's so smart. So each of the meals is actually divided in half. So this is what I need for the first, other than the chicken, which I have to go run outside and get out of our outside freezer. But it's barbecue sauce. I need one of these for each, a half of a zucchini for each. I need 3 onions in total, so then it would be like an onion and a half. I need 3 potatoes for each. I need a little bit of brown sugar, chopped garlic, and then tomato sauce, and then also the chicken breast as well. Oh, this is my cutting board. This is the barbecue chicken with veggies, and I wrote on there it's 4 hours on high or 8 hours on low. And I actually ended up adding an extra zucchini. It calls for a half a zucchini. I added a zucchini and a half. I also added 2 extra red potatoes and an extra bell pepper. It called for 1 bell pepper. I added 2 to each. And then it also called for 2 chicken breasts. I added 3 large chicken breasts, and then about 3.5 kind of, but they were kind of, 2 of them were smaller, so there's about 3 chicken breasts into this one as well. So I made it just a little bit bigger since our family is 6 people, and I probably won't eat it though, so it's probably about 5 people that'll end up eating these. But so I made the recipe just a little bit bigger, because I do know that we have more chicken breast out in the freezer, as well as she does say that there's normally about a half of a thing of chicken breast left anyway, so I want to make sure that there's no chicken breast left over, because I'm not sure I'll have any room for it in the freezer. So I'll just use it all up in the packages, and if I add a little bit extra chicken, then I add a little bit extra. So that's what I ended up doing. So there's zucchini, bell pepper, this is the tomato barbecue, there's brown sugar and garlic in here too. I think that's pretty much the majority of it, and onions as well. I only added 1 onion because I had a little bit of a larger onion, or I have a little bit larger onions, and so it called for 2.5 or an onion and a half for each. I used just 1 large onion on that. So that is those 2. I'm gonna go throw them out in my outside freezer. So I finished with the chicken teriyaki. It is this one. I actually stopped to have some pizza, and so this one is, like I said, the teriyaki chicken. It's low 4 to 6 hours, and this actually calls for 3 chicken breasts. I ended up adding about 5 chicken breasts to each, and it's like teriyaki sauce, brown sugar, garlic, and I think that's pretty much it, the chicken, and then water also. So like I said, it called for 3 chicken breasts. I ended up adding 5 because I realized that my dad actually brought in the extra bag of chicken breasts. So I had 4 3-pound bags of chicken breasts. I'm going to use all of them, or try to, and hopefully only have a little bit left of the 4th one. Because like I was telling you guys, we have a larger family, so I think these are based on like 4-person meals, and so I'm making it a little bit bigger, I guess. So I was thinking a chicken breast for every single person. That would be 4 chicken breasts. With the other one, the veggie ones, what's it called, the chicken and veggie, barbecue chicken and veggie one, I ended up adding, I think I told you guys, about 3 to 4 each, where it called for 2 chicken breasts each. So I ended up adding about 4-ish chicken breasts each. But if you figure in the veggies also, that's pretty much fine. And then also too with these, this teriyaki chicken is served over rice. So that's why I have the extra white rice as well to go with that. So I'm going to put that actually away right now because I don't actually need that until we end up serving that. So I finished with mainly the pasta dishes. The other ones actually, the soups are out in the freezer. I'll show you guys that in a second. This one is the creamy baked pasta. It bakes at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour. And this is it. It's got the mozzarella cheese over the top. It's got like pasta sauce and a sour cream, and then it also called for Parmesan cheese, but I didn't add that. And then I sauteed an onion and a bell pepper and put it in each one. So yeah. I think that's it. And then the mozzarella cheese over the top, which it does call for Parmesan cheese, but I don't have vegetarian Parmesan cheese, so I'm not using that. I'm just using regular just non-Parmesan cheese. So it's a jar of pasta sauce, pasta, or sour cream, Parmesan cheese if you'd like, and then like I said, sauteed a bell pepper and onion together, and then also the 1 cup of mozzarella cheese over the top. So again, that recipe is on that site, but just to share with you guys kind of what that one is. It actually looks really good, and I've never had anything really like that. So I'm gonna go put these ones out in the freezer, and then I've got the last two, which are over here. This is just the pasta, and now I split them already. I'm gonna just add what I have to add to each of these, and then throw these out in the freezer as well. So the very last ones is these chili mac ones. This is 45 minutes to an hour at 350 as well, and then this is them. So it actually doesn't have meat in it. I'd assume too, if you guys wanted to add ground beef to it, you could either use 1 pound and split it between the two, or use 2 pounds and add 1 pound of ground beef each. I would probably say doing 1 pound and then splitting it half a pound each would be fine. But like I said, that wasn't what the recipe called for. If you want to, you can do that. It'd be a little bit extra money, but honestly, I think it would work perfectly as well with that recipe. And like I said, this one's just pasta. It's got chili beans, like rotel, the diced tomatoes with green chilies, and 2 things of pasta sauce, or tomato sauce. So it's like 15 ounces. I used 8 ounces, so it was 16 in total, and then I used a cup of shredded cheddar on the top. So that's all that was, and a thing of chili seasoning mix. So that's all that was. I'm gonna go put it out in the freezer, and I'll show you guys the taco soup that I forgot to show you guys. So here's the chicken taco soup. I think I ended up adding 3 chicken breasts instead of 2, and then I also added an extra 1 cup of water to this also. So that's everything. Everything fits in my freezer pretty well. We had to get rid of a few things, but these are all 4 of the pasta ones, and then all of the bagged ones are right here. This is extra chicken breast, not extra chicken breast, this is just deli chicken breast I have. And so I used up all the chicken breast in total that I had, which I told you guys was originally 3 bags. I ended up using up 4 bags after that. So yeah, guys, this is our chest freezer that we have. It's like a pretty deep chest freezer that's out in our garage. So I am gonna close this and go head inside because it is late. I am outside alone, and it's like 11 o'clock at night. So I'm a little freaked out, guys. It's safe to say it's pretty dark out too. So I am done. I did not get a chance to get to the ice cream. I can make that tomorrow during the day, and I originally didn't think I was gonna have enough room to actually put it make it in the freezer, but there's still enough room on top of the pasta ones that are out in the freezer that it'll still fit in here, because our inside freezer now is packed. We brought some of the stuff inside, so it's easier to store the stuff outside. So tomorrow I think we might do the chicken taco soup, which is in the crock pot. I just washed the crock pot too, so that's good to go for tomorrow. So that's what I'll make in the morning. Well, I'll throw it in morning because I think it was like 8 hours on low or something like that, so I'll cook it on low, or if I have to, on high for the period of time that it needs to be, but I can't remember how long it said. But for whatever reason, I'll just cook it tomorrow, or that one tomorrow. So it's about 11 o'clock now. That took me about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. But honestly, guys, I probably took maybe like a few breaks, because I actually took a break to have some pizza because we got pizza tonight for dinner. And so I took like a little bit of a break, so it wasn't really 5 hours to do that. It was, I mean, it was longer than 2 hours, which is what the estimated time was. But honestly, guys, when I cook, I am really slow at cooking, and this was cooking 12 meals. So I'd rather cook 12 meals in 5 hours than do about an hour a night cooking, because that to me is a lot more. Well, actually not really, but if you figure, like I said, I was taking those breaks and stuff like that, because like I said, I took my pizza break, and then I was like, guys, cutting onions, oh my goodness, I had to cut, I don't even know how many I ended up cutting, like 8 probably. I think it called for 12, but in the last recipe I didn't use any onions in, because I didn't realize it almost out, so I was like, you know what, I'm not going to use any onions for that one. But what was I saying? And I think too I had to saute them, and I already sauteed the onions that I needed for the other recipe. I was like, you know what, I'm just not going to do it. So yeah, ended up not using onions in the last recipe. But I forgot what I was saying. I was cutting the onions, and they were so awful. I was literally, I was crying. Obviously it was so bad, but I literally had to take a break like every few minutes to stop myself, because my eyes were so watery I couldn't even see where I was cutting anymore. And I was like, I'm gonna end up cutting my finger because I can't even see because my eyes were so watery. It's crazy. So yeah, cutting the onions took a really long time too, like probably at least 45 minutes in and of itself to just cut those 8 onions, because I was literally every few seconds I had to stop for like 2 minutes to stop because my eyes are so bad. So that took a while too, but honestly it's probably a little bit shorter. I'd say probably, like I said, for me it took about, probably about 4 hours. Might be somewhere between 2 to 3 hours, probably is better estimates. But like I said, I will make that ice cream tomorrow. The ice cream is like I said, with the heavy whipping cream and stuff like that. So I'll make that tomorrow and then throw it in the freezer. And I think I might even make one because we have instant coffee, and you can make what's it called, the like mocha ice cream stuff. So I want to make that, and then I'll make the other one chocolate chip ice cream. So I'm super excited to try out making my own ice cream because I've never tried it before. But like I said, I'll do that tomorrow, since I didn't know we were going to have enough room in the freezer, and then also it's kind of late and I don't feel like starting up the KitchenAid too when everybody's asleep, even though it's not that loud. I'm tired and I'm going to go to bed because I was still up semi early this morning. For the time, well, it wasn't even that I went to bed late, but on, what was it, Friday night I went to bed late because of the football game, and then Saturday I had to be up super early because we went to go watch game film. And so I went to bed late, like probably midnight or 1 o'clock on Friday, and then Saturday I had to be up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And then, which isn't, super early, it's kind of early, but I had to be up at 7 o'clock, and then, 7 o'clock is early for going to bed at 1 o'clock, that's 6 hours of sleep. And then on yesterday night I went to bed a little bit earlier at like 10 or 11 o'clock, but probably 11 o'clock, and then I woke up this morning at like 9 or 10 or something like that. So I got a good amount of sleep, but I was tired too from being up the night before. So I'm gonna go to bed now because it's about 11 o'clock. So yeah, I just heard Ike in here, and I don't, oh, you guys, he's on the pillows. Let's sneak up on him. Hi, kitty bear. You're so cute. Hi, I'm finally done, so now we can go to sleep. He's been like crying. He's been wanting to go to bed so bad. He doesn't like it when I'm out of my room because he wants to be in his bed in my room. Yeah, you're not allowed in my room when I'm not in there. Guys, Matthew still has his Blue's Clues pillow. It's so cute. And look at Ike's all snuggled up on it. You gonna wear Matthew's hat too? Matthew's Carolina Panthers hat. Oh, look at you, Ike. You so gangster. Alright, Ike. Can you say bye to the peeps tonight? Do you want to say bye? Say bye. Say bye. Alright guys, so yeah, anyways, I'm gonna end the vlog. If you guys enjoyed today's vlog, give it a thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog too. Hopefully there will be some ice cream. So bye guys.